Hello everyone, and welcome to my Sister Wives For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. In a recent real-time post, Sister Wives star Kody Brown said that his mother worries about him and that he can understand why. Kody appears to have found another explanation for his distance from some of his children while the TLC program is taking a break between seasons. Better yet, why does he have this issue but his children's mothers do not? Sister Wives. Kody Brown's perspective on the world. Kody Brown, the family patriarch of Sister Wives, never ceases to astound his fans with his thought process. He's been a guy who talks a lot about family lately, particularly parenting. He enjoys giving the fans advice. The fact that fans seek him for this guidance, however, appears even more implausible. Therefore, some fans find his recently disclosed theory about mothers and fathers to be an intriguing subject. Given that some of his children are still distant from the 18-year-old Sister Wives' father, Kody may even turn to this theory for solace. A lesson on chemistry. Kody Brown's previous responses to the Sister Wives followers' requests for parenting assistance differed greatly from his most recent pitch. He used to advise new parents to make sure their children treat them with respect. Additionally, he advised loving your children while simultaneously making sure they receive punishment. His most recent parenting blurb discusses how fathers and mothers approach their kids differently. Kody informs the Sister Wives fans that the mother is experiencing a chemical reaction from the moment the baby is born. As a result, mothers love their children without conditions. Fathers, however, have a different situation. Sister Wives. According to Kody, his mother is concerned about him. Kody Brown gave the example of his mother. The Sister Wives' father informed his followers that his mother is now considerably older. When she worries about him, though, she still gives him a call. Kody cites this as proof that the chemistry never goes away. Even now, when his mother realizes she should be concerned about her son, she still contacts him. Viewers of Sister Wives can recall a few scenes from the show that might worry Kody Brown's mother, even though Kody never explained what caused her to worry. Fans believe it would be his now famous incident where he stabbed himself while ranting at Kody Brown. Any mother would probably be alarmed by that incident if her son behaved in that manner. You could see why she might be concerned because Kody Brown lost his temper on the show quite a few times. Is there an integrated get-out-of-jail-free card for Kody's wives? However, for the time being, Sister Wives viewers believe that Kody is attempting to explain why Kody and Janelle Brown have such a strong bond with their kids and receive such unwavering affection from them. The fans saw right through the fact that he never stated the names of any family members. Given how connected Mary, Janelle, and Kody are to their children, Kody believes this idea may indicate that they have an advantage in their chemistry link. This may be how Kody explains his alienated relationships because his hypothesis excludes such chemistry for fathers. This implies that fathers must put in effort because it is not innate. Unlike mothers, they do not possess the chemical get-out-of-jail-free card. There you have it, one of the most contentious fathers on TLC, presumably utilizing our innate chemistry to justify his problems. Kody says his mother worries about him in bizarre real-time post. In a baffling twist that has left fans of Sister Wives both stunned and deeply confused, Kody Brown has taken to social media with a post so peculiar, so emotionally scrambled, and so filled with cryptic undertones that it sparked a firestorm across the Brown family fandom. In the now viral late-night post, uploaded without context, editing, or any explanation, Kody said that his mother is worried about him. But it wasn't just what he said that's raising eyebrows. It's the way he said it, the timing, and the emotional unraveling that followed in real time. The post, written in an almost stream-of-consciousness style, read more like the fragmented scribbles of a man lost in his own spiral than a polished message to his followers. And the internet has been trying to decode what it really means ever since. Was this a cry for help? A jab at his ex-wives? A veiled reference to Robyn? Or was it simply Kody cracking under the pressure of his unraveling legacy, broken marriages, and the harsh truth that he is no longer the patriarch of anything but drama? The post dropped at 2:17 a.m. Flagstaff time. No filter. No punctuation. No photos. just a raw block of text that started mid-thought. My mom says she's worried about me. She's been calling more. She says I sound hollow. On the phone says she's seen me on TV and she doesn't recognize me. The words hit like a hammer to the gut. Not because they were poetic, but because they were real, messy, vulnerable, and alarmingly offbeat. Fans immediately jumped on the post, some concerned, others calling it manipulative, and still others saying it was evidence of a full-blown identity crisis. Within minutes, #Kody Brown started trending, not because of some new TLC episode or a Kody Pass update, but because the man once so tightly controlled, so performatively stoic, had let the mask slip. And what emerged underneath was a man haunted by regret, rejection, and the ghost of the confident father figure he once tried to portray. But perhaps the most chilling part of the post was how much of it didn't make sense. At one point, Kody wrote, "She says I need to stop chasing ghosts, but how do you stop when they follow you around your own house?" That line alone sent fans and Reddit sleuths into full decode mode. Was he referring to Christine? To Janelle? To the loss of his relationship with some of his children, particularly Garrison? Or, and this sent even more shockwaves, was Kody hinting at the psychological toll of what he's become? A father alienated, a husband rejected, a man who traded spiritual leadership for bitter solitude? Even more shocking, fans quickly pointed out that Kody's mother, Wynn Brown, reportedly passed away in 2021. This created an immediate social media frenzy. Was Kody hallucinating? Grieving? Was this a metaphor? Or was this his strange way of expressing emotional breakdown in the most Kody Brown way possible, filtered through vague spiritual symbolism, half-truths, and melodrama? Some theorized he may have meant a mother figure, like a relative or someone who took her place emotionally. Others weren't so charitable and accused him of outright fabrication to generate sympathy or deflect from the increasingly negative portrayal of him on Sister Wives. Comments poured in by the thousands. "Kody, what is this post even supposed to mean?" wrote one user. Another chimed in. "Is this about Robyn? About losing the other wives? Or is this your way of saying you finally feel the consequences of your actions?" But perhaps the most heartbreaking responses came from fans who had once rooted for Kody, now shaken by how lost he seemed. "This doesn't sound like a father or a leader. This sounds like a man on the verge of emotional collapse," one longtime viewer commented. And that's exactly what it felt like. A collapse. The next part of the post only deepened the confusion. Robyn says I need rest, but rest doesn't come when your name's a curse word in your own house. That single line exploded like dynamite in the fandom. For years, Robyn has been framed, rightly or wrongly, as Kody's favorite, the last wife standing in a plural marriage that imploded one fracture at a time. So for Kody to suddenly reference her as someone offering him comfort, but also alluding to tension even in that relationship, was telling. It suggested that not even Robyn is capable of soothing the storm he's created in his own life. Kody is not just estranged from Janelle, Christine, and Mary. He's estranged from the man he used to be. And maybe now, he's estranged even from Robyn. But the bizarre post didn't end there. Kody spiraled further, referencing Kody Pass as a kind of symbolic graveyard. "I go out to the land and all I hear is silence. I thought we'd build a kingdom, now it's just dirt and ghosts and broken dreams." That one sentence, raw and poetic in a way he probably didn't intend, captured everything that's gone wrong. Kody Pass was supposed to be the Brown family's new beginning. A blank canvas. A vision. A legacy, as Kody often called it. Instead, it's now a symbol of everything that fell apart. The empty promises, the unbuilt homes, the broken covenants. Kody's kingdom isn't just delayed, it's dead. And he knows it. The final few lines of the post became the most quoted and the most heartbreaking. "My mother says to forgive, but forgiveness won't answer the phone. Forgiveness doesn't call me on Father's Day. Forgiveness doesn't text me back or hug me at funerals." The implication was loud and clear. He was talking about his children, about the fractured relationships, the silence, the deep wounds he may not know how to fix. While Kody has always claimed he did what was best for the family, this post reads like a man realizing, maybe for the first time, that his version of best left him alone. Shortly after the post went up, it was deleted. But not before screenshots were taken, saved, dissected, and spread across every Sister Wives fan page, subreddit, and gossip site on the internet. TLC hasn't issued a statement. Robyn hasn't responded. Meri, Christine, and Janelle have remained silent. Though Meri did post a cryptic quote on her Instagram story just hours later that read, "You reap what you sow," even if you planted in denial. Fans immediately took it as a response. Whether it was intentional or not, the timing was impossible to ignore. Some insiders have since suggested that Kody's strange post may be connected to new filming for Sister Wives Season 20, which is rumored to focus heavily on Kody's fall from grace and his increasing isolation. "He's unraveling on camera," one source said. "There's no sugarcoating anymore. The producers aren't protecting him. This season is raw." Others speculate the post may have been a draft of something Kody meant to share more formally. A blog, a video confession, but instead published in a sleep-deprived state. Regardless of its origin, the message is clear. Kody Brown is no longer the confident patriarch he once portrayed. He's a man haunted by regret, by loneliness, and possibly even by the spiritual consequences of the choices he made. Whether you believe the post was a sincere cry for help or a manipulative plea for attention, there's no denying the emotional weight of what was said. And if Kody truly believes his own mother, alive or not, is worried about him, then it begs a much larger question. What exactly does Kody Brown see when he looks in the mirror now? A leader? A victim? A lost soul? Or simply a man too late to make things right? One thing is certain. This post will live in Sister Wives infamy. And when Season 20 airs, fans will be watching closely to see just how far Kody's descent really goes, and whether anyone, including his mother, could ever pull him back from the edge. If the original post was a crack in Kody's emotional armor, then the aftermath has been a full-on collapse, with ripple effects spreading through every corner of the Brown family's fractured dynamic. After the strange, ghost-laced, real-time posts sent fans into overdrive, speculation began swirling about who, if anyone, Kody had spoken to before posting. Had Robyn seen the message before it went live? Did TLC intervene after it was deleted? Was this post a warning sign, a breakdown, or the beginning of some kind of public rebranding? No one could say for sure, but the fallout was immediate, and it was brutal. Meri Brown, who's been leaning into her new identity post-Kody with empowering quotes and peaceful retreats, posted another cryptic Instagram message a day after Kody's deletion that read, "Peace is what happens when you stop making excuses for people who repeatedly choose chaos." It didn't tag anyone. But the internet didn't need clues. Fans instantly connected it to Kody's emotional unraveling. Comment sections exploded with support for Meri. "She escaped the storm," one wrote. "He's spiraling, and she's finally free." Another said, "This is why Meri left. He never saw her. He never saw any of them, and now he's realizing he's alone." But the real emotional punch came from fans who noted Kody's references to being ignored by his children and began to piece together a narrative of true, painful estrangement. After Garrison Brown's tragic death earlier this year, which rocked the Sister Wives universe to its core, Kody was noticeably isolated in the aftermath. While Christine and Janelle united publicly in grief, and even Meri reached out with heartfelt words, Kody's role was more subdued. Some say his strained relationship with Garrison before the tragedy left him frozen in place, unable to grieve properly, haunted by guilt. And in that context, his cryptic message about forgiveness not texting him back becomes even more chilling. Was this post a manifestation of regret too heavy to bear? Meanwhile, insiders close to the production have leaked that Kody has been resisting filming certain scenes for Season 20, reportedly saying, "I'm not going to be the villain again. I'm not going to let them twist this." But producers have pushed back, allegedly saying, "We're not twisting anything. We're showing what's real." And if Kody's bizarre post is any indication of where he is mentally and emotionally right now, what's real may be darker than anything fans have seen so far. TLC is rumored to be considering a raw emotional breakdown arc for Kody, something that would begin with this very post, showing him writing and deleting it in real time on camera, followed by his reactions to fan backlash and maybe even a confrontation with his remaining kids. And let's talk about those kids. While most of them remained publicly silent about the now-deleted message, some eagle-eyed fans noted that Kody Brown, Christine's outspoken son, went live on TikTok the night after the post went viral and said, "You can't keep saying you're the victim in a house you burned down." No names mentioned, but again, no names needed. The family dynamics are clear. The children, especially those from Christine and Janelle's side, are done protecting Kody from consequences. They've watched the show like the rest of us. They've lived it. And now, they're watching their once powerful father crumble in real time. Christine, for her part, didn't respond directly, but she did post a photo of her and David Woolley having coffee on their patio with the caption, "Surround yourself with people who bring you peace." That's where the healing starts. And let's be honest, that was a mic drop. After years of emotional manipulation, favoritism, and control, Christine has emerged as the radiant phoenix from the ashes of plural marriage. And now, while Kody's writing riddles about ghosts on a patch of empty Coyote Pass dirt, Christine is thriving in a real home with a real partner, surrounded by kids who smile freely. But perhaps the most unsettling part of all of this is how eerily detached the original post felt from reality. Kody referencing his mother as if she's alive, or watching him, sparked real concern. Was this symbolic? Was he hallucinating? Was he so lost in guilt and grief that he was mentally talking to a woman who's no longer here? One psychologist on TikTok broke it down by saying, "This reads like a man in a disassociative episode. It's spiritual grief, unresolved trauma, and ego collapse all rolled into one." Another added, "Whether he meant it metaphorically or not, this is what happens when narcissism meets reality. The psyche shatters."